What's going down, my fellow Tropicans? Tropico 6 gets a brand new update. Update number 13. Going to be introducing some really cool stuff from like new houses down to the situation of what we can provide for a roof, at least for the situation and the well-being. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on and what's changing inside of this game. My name is Mac here at the MacGyver7 channel, and we're going to be cracking open some game-related news. One other fun thing that it added was the manure spreader, which should help for putting all that llama poo to good use. 3 popular things that were basically handed to the people. Viva Tropico, they say. Now, new features for as far as the way that you can implement those, for as far as the ranches and plantations, for the proximity for the manure spreaders. The ranchers now can produce manure for manure spreaders. Adding the residential buildings into the flop houses, this provides housing for the poor and ability for the World War era. On top of that situation, the additional 3 new maps, from isles down to a situation of Ruko for 4-3-2 players going down from there. Now, for as far as the improvements in the multiplayer, and the game's now supporting autosaves, which is very well needed sometimes when it crashes or something comes up awry. And the Caribbean skies, for as far as one selected in the cargo airport, now displays all configured routes. The cargo airport now displays warnings when transportation loops have been configured. Now, bug fixes that have been addressed. Gaining achievements for completed maps that have been improved is more reliable now. The fixed issues that led to the corrupted saves if the players destroyed the pharmaceutical companies and the work mode and the power of placebos. So that's one powerful ass placebo. The fixed an issue where the banks would not generate the calculated income in the work mode, the private bankings. Man, they just told all your money. Wow, that's not a bug, that's highway robbery. Looking at the issue that was addressed for the market manipulation and the raid cyber in the operation centers was not working correctly if the players had built a pirate cove as well. The fixed issue with the fish farms that would display fish as their product was good after loading a save game, even though the product was producing shellfish. The fixed issue continued to the situation that destroyed tunnels could not be rebuilt. Tunnels can no longer be damaged, but they can still be destroyed. For the fixed issues and the misleading for as far as the resendable data for the almanac after winning an election. After issues inside of martial law in the edict, you can see an incorrect election date shown in the almanac. The election date has now been fixed. For as far as fixed issues that come into the last election speech being applied for the subsequent election when explicitly choosing to hold earlier in the elections. As it comes down to a configured that prevented the roads from being built near plazas, the roads continue to be fixed that could not be demolished in the pause mode if built upon a previous demolished building. Multiplayer fixes span for a lot before we get back to the Caribbean skies. Multiplayer will address the fixed issues and what was basically in those issues for and unable to delete tunnels, which have been addressed now across single and multiplayer. After relocating buildings in multiple sessions, the in-game UI will now stay in its correct position. Multiplayer specifically going now for us breaking into the Caribbean skies fixed an issue where the cargo airports could be used as a stealth goods for other players. Something you could hide, seems like a little bit more of an exploit. Fixed an issue where the players in the airports changed names after loading a save game. Also on top of the fixed issues was the fertilizer bomb could not be used when players were in debt. That's funny. I guess shit was getting real. Moving on past that as we get down to the very tail end of just the Caribbean skies, the fixed server portions of the graphic issues for the placement in those glitches. So there's several graphical issues that they came down to it. Drones and the home delivery of the Zeppelin now offers more time to load goods before leaving the station. Fixed an issue for the monoroutine branches for as far as the set drones in the route of the inactive. Fixed an issue where the visual speakers, that acronym right there, for the progress could be lost. Missions preventing the Armageddon to prevent blocking in the quest. A needle in a haystack. Players are now asked if they already have the Cyber Operations Center or other buildings before one gets lost, or one would be found now after this fix. The Caribbean skies will continue before we get to some specific fixes, with the asteroid defenses now can be replayed, allowing the players to increase the time before the asteroid arrives. Fixed issues for several portions of crashes, and a couple localizations and text issues to displays. That's pretty much it, everyone. If you are newer to the network, you can always like, share, and subscribe. Helps me out as a creator, absolutely free. And if you're new today, crack that notification bell like a Liberty Bell and let it ring for more future updates. Stay safe, stay classy, Tropico, and I will see you guys and gals in the near future for the 13 point whatever or 14, because it seems like they continue to update this game even after. It's really cool to see how well that they've come so far with this game, almost like No Man's Sky. They just continue to just like produce. But have a nice day, everyone, and see you in the future.